is crashing. I wasn't planning to make a video right now, but I just felt it was the right time because I wanted to update my charts, and I prefer to do it in my videos so you guys can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. My name's Harvinder. I've been making Bitcoin updates since 2022. I've been in crypto since 2015. So let me share my screen and let's jump into it and let's see the madness that is unfolding as we speak. Okay, so I am officially calling it now. Bear market. We have been in a bear market since October. Now this is my chart that I put together at the end of last year. And the question really was, let me quickly go back. What this does is tracks all the different cycles. And there are cycles. You do have the bull phase, you do have the bear phase, and the accumulation stroke transition phase. And it's not a 4-year cycle. Like if you compare the timings in between these, it's a little bit more than 4 years, and it's there or thereabouts. But anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is what's happening right now. And so I tracked this, and the only thing we didn't know at the time was, because you don't know until after the fact. That's the reality. You don't go from, okay, we're in a bear market now, and all of a sudden it starts crashing. So, you don't know until after the fact. So I was kind of optimistic. I was thinking, right, look, maybe, we still are in the bull phase and we're going to have another pump. And that's what I was hoping for. And it was kind of looking that way, but it didn't. And so I am officially calling it now. We are in a bear market, and we have been in a bear market since the last top in October. And so this is where, you just have to reset. And you got to reset, and you got to be like, okay, that didn't work out. What now? And so that's what you have to do. You can't just, if you keep saying the same thing, eventually you will be right. And I could keep on saying, look, Bitcoin's going to go up, and it will. But right now it is in a bear trend, and that's okay. You just got to deal with it and work with it, and it will recover. And so I'm going to delete all of this stuff. And really, how low is this going to go? I don't want to say hope, but really, in terms of a bounce, I'm really looking at this kind of area here. And, you could argue that when you look at previous cycles, the price doesn't, look at this, it went from there to there and it dropped about halfway. And it's kind of done that apart from the last one. So optimistically, if we are looking at past patterns, we could say, look, it's very unlikely to come down to the 60k level, which is good. And, because no one wants that. No one wants what's happening now, but it's happening. And so I've said for a while, if this does drop, then this would be my place for a bounce around about here. And because of the sharp sell-off of gold and silver just before the markets closed on Friday, that's raised a lot of uncertainty. We don't know how the markets are going to open up on Monday. And really, that will not make or break, but that will have a big impact in terms of what happens. If the markets rally on Monday, then Bitcoin probably has bottomed out for now. But you can see alts, yeah, they're going to bleed. This is just normal. Like with what happened in April, then we go into the daily, everything crashed hard. And so, I would hope similar things happening where the bleeding stops around about here, and then we start to rally again. And it will recover. I keep saying it. Bitcoin, crypto, you can see how these trend lines work, right? We've hit this trend line and we want to kind of hope it doesn't bleed anymore from here. So this pattern has played out. So I'm gonna adjust this one actually, because this is the resistance line we're looking at. And yeah, we might as well delete all these old ones that they did temporarily work as support, but they've all broken through. So I'm gonna delete that and just keep that down. I'm gonna delete this as well. It's good to tidy up your charts now and then, just to it's good to look at previous lines because they can come into play later on, but sometimes it's just nicer looking at a cleaner chart. And so that's a pretty long-term trend line, both of these. So we really want to hope this holds. Like this one goes back to 2016. And so how have I connected it? Yeah, I've connected it to that April low. And so yeah, the reality is I just said in my, I actually did create a video earlier, but the sound didn't record, so I ended up just deleting it and didn't re-record. And so yeah, I know this looks bad, but we do get pullbacks and it will recover. When? I don't know. Hopefully now. But all we can do is take it day by day. But yeah, I'm officially calling it. We have been in a bear market all this time since October. Ever since we broke this trend line, actually. That's when I was calling for this level. And yeah, if you look at my videos from November, December time, and this is what I was saying. I said, look, we're probably going to hit this level. And, I was right. I got a bit optimistic when we broke through this trend line here. That's when I was like, okay, things are starting to look good now. But yeah, it was short-lived. So yeah, I just wanted to create this video while this madness is going on in real time and update my charts in my video so you guys can see what I'm doing. And yeah, these things happen. Like when you're an investor, you need to have that long-term view. And more important than anything, if you haven't got some kind of cash flow machine working in the front end where you're making money every month, then really, what happens in the markets shouldn't really affect you because you should be investing for the long term. And so with my one-on-one clients, I teach them, look, you need to be making good money. You need to have cash flow. You need some kind of business. And then with that money, it pays for your lifestyle. And then the surplus, you invest. And you've got to invest and leave it because the mathematics and time are in your favor. So if you invest and hold long enough, you will win. And so I'm going to leave it there. I make these video updates every day. And yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. And yeah, Monday will be an interesting day to the point where I might even go live. But yeah, let's see. All right. Thanks, people. I'll speak to you soon.